Hello, internet people. My name is Kat. I am a student at Oxford University. If you don't know me, here's my spiel. So I did a master's in experimental psychology at St. Anne's College, currently finishing up a master's in neuroscience at Teddy Hall, and in the fall I'll be starting my PhD in neuroscience at Keble. I'm originally from Germany, even though I sound American. Okay, cool. So, two things for this intro. First, I'm using a new camera. New, not really, because I bought it used off of eBay for like 100 euros. But it has a flip screen, and it therefore should allow me to be more mobile and easily record videos for you guys. Number two. Today's topic is how my experience has been with Oxford dealing with acute illness. Cool. Hey, and sorry, that was my camera strap. If you're wondering, Kat, why are you filming from your bed? Why are you laying down? Well, let me tell you. Long story, but I had to go to A&E this week because of acute neurological issues and potential epilepsy. And yeah, I was there. They were quite incompetent, but I did get a spinal tap, and that led to whoa, what's going on with my eyebrow? That led to the complication known as cerebral spinal fluid leakage, meaning that the cerebral spinal fluid, right, which is in your spine and also in your skull, protecting your brain, was leaking out into tissue surrounding the puncture area, and yeah, basically that causes really insane headaches when you sit or stand, and can also make you incredibly nauseous, can lead to vomiting, dizziness, and other things. So basically, because I got this lovely complication, I need to lay in bed more or less all the time. So yes, also obviously because I am sick and laying in bed, I don't look that great, but it's fine, we will deal. So I wanted to briefly tell you about my experience with acute illness and how Oxford has been handling that. So when I needed to go to A&E that day, I had a presentation scheduled for presenting my research, which was part of my grade for my dissertation. So it was a mandatory presentation, which I couldn't make. So I had to do a video call with the course administrator because apparently email wasn't sufficient to tell her that I was in a really bad state and I needed medical attention and could not give a presentation. But yeah, so anyways, after that video call, she obviously agreed to move my presentation, so I didn't fail it because I didn't show up. Instead, they're rescheduling it for this coming week, which is cool that they are understanding, but then also, you know, I'll probably still be laying in bed then, so I will give my presentation in exactly this angle. Oh well, at least the people I'm presenting to are neuroscientists and neurologists, so, you know, whatever. What else? Oh yes. So also there is this online self-referral form that you can fill out if you need an extension for a essay deadline or like a dissertation, so anything that you have to submit deadline, which you can fill out for various reasons. You can get up to 1 week for kind of smaller acute illness, up to 2 weeks for COVID-19 related things, but you can also request more, and you just need to like explain on the form why you can't make the original deadline, and then it goes through this approval process. Right now they're approving pretty much everybody because of COVID-19, so they're being very lenient, which is nice. So actually the majority of the people in my course do have an extension for our dissertation, which would have been due this Wednesday. I didn't originally have an extension, but now I have an extension until September 2nd, which the proctors, which are like the people that grant extensions and are like, you know, I don't actually fully know their role, but they have to do with like examinations and grades. I think they're like the official, you know, who knows, really. But yeah, so I got an email from them that they asked the chair of the examiners board for my course what the latest date would be where I could still submit things, and that was September 2nd, so that's the deadline extension that I got. So that is like nice, I suppose, but generally it is quite soon, so it's not like they're super understanding. Because if this is a larger issue that I have and it takes me longer to recover, then I really might not have the time to complete my dissertation, or might not be able to complete it to the same standard that I would have otherwise. But at least those extensions do exist. Last year, around the same time, I had a severe concussion from a bike accident, and for that I got an extension of 1 month, but that was also a weird process, so I'm not sure if the form already existed then or if that's something that they introduced because of COVID. But yeah, so I had to submit medical evidence from my college GP. That had to go to my college. My college had to put in the request for me. My supervisor from my department had to sign off on it, and then it went to the proctors, and then it got like approved. I don't know, that was a bit of a weird process. Yeah, so I guess extensions are possible. However, in my opinion, or at least like my perception, I don't find that Oxford always necessarily kind of takes into account mitigating circumstances when they're judging and grading your papers, like your essays and whatever, because they do tend to be quite harsh, even when you have indicated that, you know, you had some trouble completing it due to medical reasons. So probably could be handling it better, but at least there are extensions, and I don't have to lay here in bed trying to write a dissertation when I should probably be sleeping. Yeah, so that's that. It is a bit different than what I was used to from the US. In the US, it was just like so simple. You email your professor and are like, yo, I'm sick, could I have an extension? And they're like, yeah, you know, whatever, submit whenever you're ready, and that's it. There's no approval process, and also because it's only your professor grading it and you're done, versus here it's like this whole system, and it's not the professor teaching the class or the module that's grading your essay, but this like examiner's board, but then also like an expert in the field and all of these things. It's all a bit worth getting used to. But yeah, so extensions exist. They can be nice. It kind of depends, I guess. I do know of other people who did not get extensions in the past, even due to plausible medical issues, so but overall my experience has been like, alright, cool. So I think that's it for this video. I'm trying to keep it short, even though in reality it always ends up lasting 10 minutes, and I'm like, what am I talking about for 10 minutes? But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button, because apparently that does something according to the other YouTubers. And if you are an Oxford student interested in contributing, to just like message on Instagram is probably the best way to reach me. Yeah, cool. Bye.